of your mind. Y'all had measured 3 1/3 quarters by 2 1/4 and by 2 1/4. It was made of acacia wood, overlaid in gold. The top of it was made of pure gold. It was called the mercy seat. Cherubims faced each other, and their wings covered the mercy seat. Now there were at least 3 primary functions of the Ark of the Covenant. Y'all gonna pray with me? Yes. For one reason, it was a container, Minister Bush, that held the holy relics. Within its contents, there was a budding rod. Then there was a jar of manna, and also 2 stone tablets. It was significant also, my brothers and sisters, because of the mercy seat. For once a year, the high priest would go in and sprinkle blood on the mercy seat for an atonement for the sins of Israel. You see, dogs and other animals were killed for an atonement, which was merely a covering. But Jesus came along and provided cleansing. Am I right about it? And then thirdly, it was important because it was considered the locus of God's presence. It always had to be covered, and it was carried on stage. It always led the people. Isn't that wonderful to know that God leads us rather than drives us? The psalmist declared that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me yes, but he also leads me. And that's good news to know, because whenever you're going through something, you can rest assured that God has already been there and made a way. When you get there, he's already come back to allow us to walk safely through to the other side. So I stop by tonight to tell you, you don't have to worry. Break it all out in hives, having a nervous breakdown. If you're on the Lord's side, he's leading you tonight. But then something happened. After a while, the Ark of the Covenant had been placed at Shiloh. The Bible indicates that Eli was the high priest. And when he was 98 years old, his sons, Hophni and Phinehas, had taken the ark with them to battle. Then the permission just took it anyway. Y'all know any bad boys like that? Took the ark into battle, lost the battle, and lost the ark. Well, word got back to Eli, and it was said unto Eli that his sons were dead. That was bad enough, but also the Ark of the Covenant had been taken. Eli was heavy, and he was old. The Bible says that when he heard the news, he fell backwards and broke his neck. And Phinehas' wife was with child. She delivered the child, but then she died. But before she died, she named the child Ichabod, meaning the glory of the Lord has departed Israel. Elder Lewis, I've traveled of judgment, of being judgmental, but simply